No clear numbers from the State Board of Elections as to how many people received mail-in ballots from the wrong party, but the state decided it wasn't going to take any chances. And tonight, more than 500,000 replacement ballots are on the way to voters' mailboxes.
An unexpected mistake ahead of Maryland's gubernatorial primary.
We know that this was essentially a mix-up that involved a vendor, probably where some, copy of the ballot was passed off to the vendor, and there was a simple switch that happened.
Voters telling WBAL-TV 11 News this month they received the wrong party's ballot after registering to vote by mail. The state has not said how many ballots were sent in error, but opted to replace more than 500,000.
Folks who may have received already a mail-in ballot will receive essentially a replacement, and then that replacement is the one that will have to go back to the Board of Elections in order to be counted for the election.
This morning, the Board of Elections sending the last batches of ballots to 13 counties and Baltimore City. Elections officials sent replacement ballots to voters in 10 counties yesterday.
If you know how elections actually work and are conducted in the United States, you'll find that it's very, very difficult to conceive of a way to actually perpetuate this kind of mass-scale voter fraud. It's really not simply possible.
The state says replacement ballots must be returned in the designated envelope by mail, at a drop box, or at a local Board of Elections. They'll also be accepted during early voting and at precincts on Election Day.
Certainly, all of these ballots are processed by the state when they receive them, and voters should be able to verify that that ballot has been appropriately received by the election board when they do. And if there's any issue, they should be able to check online and verify that the ballot was processed.
Now, I spoke to one voter today who received the wrong ballot the first time around. She says she's still waiting on the new one, though she did get a notification she'll be receiving one. The elections expert we spoke to says he's not anticipating any significant impacts to the primary given there's still a month to go. Now, a reminder, if you're sending your ballot by mail, it has to be postmarked by Election Day. That's June 23rd to be counted. Live in the newsroom, I'm Marshall Keeley, WBAL-TV 11 News.